London, one of the greatest cities in the world, a rich history and a leader in the sports and finance industries, also home of the legendary Queen's Club, serving host to the second annual Finance Cup Tennis Championships. It's Team USA versus Team Europe, as former ATP Tour world-ranked professional players and top college stars who now work in finance go head-to-head for the Finance Cup. Each year, Team USA and Team Europe compete for the Finance Cup. While many players boast world-class resumes with ATP points, NCAA national championship titles, and top college rankings, it's not only the top level of tennis that joins these players, but also the camaraderie they form in the business world.
Yeah, I think that the thing it's great to meet people from both the U.S. and all over Europe.
For me, it's just seeing some guys that I've known from the past, and I don't get to see them that often anymore. It's sort of about the camaraderie.
I think this is a great opportunity to see old friends and also to network. I mean, it's you get to meet a lot of interesting guys in the finance world.
I know guys from both teams, people I've sort of played college tennis with. We've sort of gone our different ways, and this is a way to come back together years later and see how people are doing.
Some of the guys I haven't seen in over 20 years, so being able to go and reconnect and get on the court and battle with them is going to be great.
Tennis is such an international game. You have people coming from all over the place, and everybody has a connection one way or another. And that's what's amazing.
Even though we're really competitive, on the court, we're really, good friends off the court. And business-wise, it's a perfect opportunity for all of us to network and get to know each other. And yeah, so it's a great event.
Great team, great crowd. It was fun on court, off court last year, and it's been a bit of banter for the last 12 months about, we lost 9-1 last year, so yeah. Hopefully we'll do better. And so a lot of emails flying around and keen to do better.
Well, we have a fraternity in, the United States of guys who played, top college or professional tennis and now are in finance. Most of us are good friends, and, we sort of look out for our younger brethren as we understand the challenges of playing high-level tennis and also, what you have to sacrifice in order to do that, as well as then embarking upon your career.
Jeffrey Appel captains Team USA. Appel was recently ranked number 12 in the country in the USTA National 45 and over division and number 1 in the Eastern section, and has helped lead the Eastern section Men's Open national team to a national title 5 of the last 6 years. He is considered to be the mayor of tennis in New York, and throughout Wall Street, he has helped more former pro and NCAA players form careers in the finance industry than anyone else.
A lot of great friendships have come out of this, some great business relationships, some cross-border, helping of other people. So net, we hope this will be a tradition that goes on for many years, and many more young people could benefit from what we do.
David Anving is considered to be the mayor of London tennis. As the captain of Team Europe, he is a former captain of the University of Michigan varsity team and a finalist at the Swedish Championships in doubles. And he has helped compile a strong European roster as they look for revenge after losing to America last year in New York City.
The initial idea was just more kind of friends getting together and a little bit more, but I think it's really become it's become a great way. I mean, both Jeff and I are being contacted by young kids, want to get, tennis players, maybe they're in college now, and they want to get into Wall Street or the City of London to work, and I think we're helping them. I think that, to me, that's, at a personal level, that's probably the thing that gives me the most satisfaction.
David Anving, who's sort of become a tennis ambassador here in London now, he's a sort of co-sponsor with Jeff Appel and the US tennis ambassador, so we're having 2 good ambassadors, so they're doing a lot for tennis here in Europe and in the US.
And 2 powerhouse financial legends are also co-captains of Team USA and Team Europe respectively. Bill Ackman is the founder and CIO of Pershing Square Capital Management, also a former crew team member at Harvard University, two-time New York High School State quarterfinalist in doubles and competed in junior tournaments throughout America and Europe.
It's a really great event. I wouldn't quite call it a tradition yet. It's compared to British traditions. We're in our second year. This club is probably 150 years old. But it'd be great if we can keep it going for another 98 years. I think it would be great.
Meanwhile, Christer Gardell is the founder and managing partner of Sevian Capital, as well as a Swedish national champion in basketball and European Championship mixed doubles winner in the 50 and overs division, and a double semi-finalist in the 55s.
Yeah, I think it's a nice group of people. You know, it's the same backgrounds in finance and massive sport interest. So it's we have a lot of fun together.
How special is it to be around Bill Ackman and Christer and them?
It's amazing. I mean, they're top of their games in finance. It's great to rub shoulders with them and play tennis with them. They're very chilled out guys, and it's nice just to hang out and just be a part of it.
All four captains appreciate the camaraderie built by the Finance Cup and serve as mentors to top-ranked professional and collegiate players looking to have successful careers in the business industry.
It's more than just the tennis. So it's also trying to help a lot of the tennis players who are done with their careers find jobs in finance. So it's a combination of both, and I think we're all supportive of trying to help tennis players through, since it's been such a big part of our lives.
Well, just being able to spend time with guys like this, I mean, it's invaluable. Just hearing their stories and sort of picking their brain on how they succeeded is, can't say enough about how good they've been to me.
The Finance Cup rosters are comprised of former world-ranked ATP Tour professional tennis players and top college tennis stars. Here's a look at Team Europe and Team USA. In round one, Open Division, Team Europe was well represented by Zoltan Csanady and Ludovic Walter as they went head-to-head with Amir Delic and Max Steislinger. Zoltan and Ludovic were on fire in the opening stages. Zoltan with a strong first serve and a nice half volley as they captured the first set with one break of serve, 6-4. Courtesy of this ace out wide. Delic and Steislinger would regain their composure in the second set. They showcased excellent strength at the net, Delic answering with a half volley of his own, and Mac is there to finish with an unreturnable forehand volley to capture the second set 6-1. But in the third, the Europeans proved to be too strong, taking the victory 6-4, 1-6, 6-3, giving Team Europe a 1-0 overall advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it was a difficult match, went 3 sets. I mean, clearly they owned us in the second set. We lost 6-1, and we were able to regroup in the third set and just take their serve once, and that was enough to get the win.
Yeah, it's quite hard conditions, and I think we had a bit of an edge with the grass and the advantage. You know, we tried to manage the wind a bit better, and we took our chances. And glad to pull off the win. I mean, those guys were, came off really hot, so we're very pleased about that.
In the mid-2 division, Oliver Frelove and Lassi Katola were on court with the former Harvard All-Americans Thomas Blake and Kunj Majmudar. In the opening set, Katola connects with a nice low return at the feet of Blake, and Frelove poaches for the sharp backhand volley winner. Similar story in the second set, Frelove going up the middle, and he scores the point as Team Europe takes a 2-0 advantage, courtesy of the 7-5, 6-3 win.
Well, I mean, we played really good. We were practicing yesterday together, and it was really fun to play. So, I mean, overall, as a team, we played a good match today, so we're really happy.
You lost to the same guys last year indoors in New York. What was the rebound today?
Well, I just think maybe a lack of jet lag, home court advantage. I mean, those guys would have played on grass in their time, but it's, we had a bit more time to prepare and feel a bit fresher.
Moving to the Senior 2 division, Europe's Alfredo Catarano and Zubin Irani faced Walter Dolher and Steven Henschel. Walter served well in the opening games. He hits a nice kick out wide and finds the open alley with a crisp backhand volley winner. But the Europeans quickly answer. The point appeared to be finished, but Alfredo and Zubin dig deep and send it back with an unreturnable shot. Excellent point. Team Europe wins the match. Straight sets, 6-4, 6-4, extending their overall team lead to 3-0. And one of the premier matches of the championship, coming from the Senior 4 division, America's Bill Ackman and Pablo Salami facing Krister Gardell and Jan Verbsky. Last year in New York City, Ackman and Pablo defeated Gardell in doubles at the Finance Cup, and he was looking to continue that trend in 2016. As Ackman kicks one to the ad court, and it's too much to handle for Gardell as Pablo goes cross court for the volley winner. More Team USA, this time Salami finding the range on the backhand side, going up the middle for another winner, and the two stayed strong on this point, chasing down the lob as their hustle pays off. But Gardell and Verbsky were focused and prepared for this matchup. Pablo ripping a pair of forehands at Jan, but his reflexes proved to be too much as Europe takes the first set 6-3, and Gardell would get stronger as the match progressed. Here, he keeps his focus on the high forehand volley and fires it past Ackman for the winner. Krister was also serving very well as Team Europe consolidates the break of serve, and they take the victory in the Senior 4 division, 6-3, 6-3. A very strong showing for Gardell and Jan, giving Europe a 4-0 lead in the overall match score.
Well, Team Europe on a mission here, a big win, getting revenge after losing last year to Mr. Ackman. So how do you feel after the victory?
Feels fantastic. I actually lost against Ackman and Pablo last year. So it was a double event for me, so it feels really good. Upgraded my team a little bit this year. Very strong partner.
Well, good win on the grass. What led to the victory here in this doubles match?
Well, I think we were serving a little bit better than our opponents, and also moving a bit better into the volleys. And yeah, that was it actually. It was a good game, I think, and I must admit I was a bit nervous at the beginning, playing in this great club and also playing with this famous guy. It was quite hard at the beginning, but now it feels really great.
Well, it's very competitive right now. Europe and USA going head to head, so your win's definitely inspiring your team so far.
Yeah, I hope so. It looks pretty competitive out there. So it's 3 close matches, and it's going to be exciting.
America would get some support in the Senior 1 position as former world #1 doubles player and top 20 singles player Richie Renneberg teamed up with Owen Collins against Martin Persson and Mario Visconti. Renneberg, a former US Open and Australian Open doubles champion, also has singles wins over Pete Sampras, Jim Courier, John McEnroe, Michael Chang, Boris Becker, and Stefan Edberg, just to name a few. And his world-class talent was showcased here at the Finance Cup, as he and Collins had no problems earning a straight set victory. America gets on the scoreboard, 7-5, 6-1, cutting the deficit to 4 matches to 1.
Owen Collins and Richie Renneberg getting a win, a much-needed victory right now for Team USA. They were down 4-0, but a good win in doubles. How was it to get the victory?
It was great. It was great playing with Richie. We had a lot of fun. Well, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and it's great to win.
How did you feel out there today?
Feel pretty good. Grass court tennis is always a little getting used to, but I thought good to get the first set under our belts, and we relaxed a little bit, got a couple breaks, and we played, like Owen said, I think we played well together.
Jonathan Pastel and Rudy Roque would ride that momentum in the mid-3 division. They battled James Reynolds and Philip Stockoff. Both players are best known for their strong return games, and they maintain that reputation on the Queen's Club grass courts. Roque and Pastel roll to the 6-3, 6-3 straight set win, and just like that, America now only trailed by 2 matches.
Rudy and I play well together. We've known each other for, I don't know, maybe 20 years at this point, and it's good to reconnect and play with a good buddy.
Yeah, I mean, Jonathan and I have a very similar game style. We're very good from the baseline, and we tried our best at the net, but luckily today the courts were very firm and the ball wasn't going as fast, and really we get some good returns, and we're solid from the baseline, and we were able to pull it off.
So now the focus moves to the Senior 3 division as Team USA captain Jeffrey Appel and Pablo Salami took on Europe's Rupert de Laszlo and Raj Ranawat. Salami was playing in his second match of the day, replacing Eddie Barreto, who got an injury prior to the Finance Cup during practice. The Europeans stormed out to an early lead and they captured the first set 6-1, but Appel showed his talents and he rips a serve up the line. He and Pablo take the second set 6-2. So it comes down to a third and decisive set, and Rupert and Raj regain their composure. De Laszlo hits both lines with an ace up the tee, and they take the final set 6-3, giving Europe their 5th victory of the day, bringing them one step closer to winning the Finance Cup.
Very tough players. That was truly a grind out there, high level. What led to the win?
I think we kind of seesawed a bit first set, second set, and I think we just exerted more pressure in the third set, and we kind of kept more balls in play. There's a lot of wind was a factor. I think that was really just putting pressure on crucial points and trying to get high percentage tennis in.
What do you think led to the victory?
I mean, I think, as Raj was saying, we went back to basics. First volley, closing in tight, just putting a lot of returns in play, and just keeping a lot of pressure on them, and that kind of, wore them down, made a couple of crunch returns and volleys at the right time, and that helped turn it for us.
So now it comes down to the Open 2 division. All 4 players once held ATP Tour World Rankings, and it was a very high-quality match. Jamie Baker and Barry King for Europe, and America's Case Vantoff and Drew Courtney. Baker and King opened the first set with some big serving and strong net play. They were able to consolidate one break of serve and take the opening set 6-4. But Case, a former NCAA national doubles champion from USC, would not go down without a strong effort. He powers the unreturnable forehand up the line. But again, it was King and Baker with a break of serve in the second set as they roll to the 6-4, 6-3 win, and that officially clinches the win for Team Europe with 6 match victories. A major result after losing to Team USA last year. So Europe is your 2016 Finance Cup champion.
Well, Team Europe clinching it 6-3 with a victory from Jamie Baker and Barry King. Great win for you guys on the grass courts. You beat a pair of good players. How does it feel to win it after losing last year to Team USA?
Yeah, it feels great. It's great to be involved in an event like this first and foremost, to connect with former competitors in the US College Network, and to play with a guy like Jamie was a real pleasure. Obviously at his level, he's played in main draw Grand Slam, so it was great to play, and we gelled well from 4-all onwards, so it was a lot of fun.
How did you like the victory, Jamie?
Yeah, it's always nice to win, right, whatever you're doing, and the chance, I think, to play at Queen's on the amazing grass courts, when they have the ATP event here, everybody always says how much they love coming here. The courts are always amazing. And as Barry said, this event, the way they bring so many kind of sports people, tennis people, who are now being very successful in other kind of areas in life and business, and it's really great because sometimes that side of things doesn't get a lot of publicity, and it's really a great advert to show that actually you can give your all in the sporting arena, whether it's tennis or whatever else, and then you have a great opportunity to go and be successful elsewhere.
Well, it's a pretty nice win. How did it feel being on the main court playing two former pros just like you?
It was an honor. It was an honor. As Jamie said, great to be part of this event. Real honor to play at this level and to clinch it, and hopefully we'll be invited back next year over in the States.
You like the way the courts played today?
Yeah, the grass is amazing. Actually, my first outing on grass this year. I need to get on the courts at Wimbledon once that little tournament's finished, so I can get back on the courts. But yeah, it's amazing to be here. Case was serving some absolutely swinging lefty serves. I'm glad we managed to get it done in 2 sets.
In other action, John Doran and Tobias Hildebrand beat America's Kevin Kim and Graydon Oliver 6-4, 7-6 in straight sets. A pair of Ivy League alums doing a fine job representing the red, white, and blue at the Queen's Club for Team USA. Former Yale Bulldog Mark Powers teaming up with the former University of Pennsylvania star Jason Pinsky. And they were 6-3, 6-3 winners over Nej Smoley and Lubin Pampilov. Powers with a big forehand return right in between the competition. And this point was quite possibly one of the points of the event. Powers and Pinsky grinding. Finally, Pinsky with a nice forehand drop shot, and it's Powers putting it away for the forehand volley right in the alley. Again, a straight set victory for the two Ivy League alums.
Felt great, from the first ball we were returning really well. I really wanted to focus on getting first serves in, closing the net, and we played really well together.
What do you think led to the win?
I think it was our returning game. Two smaller guys were playing two pretty big servers, so it was just kind of getting first serves in, doing our best to move around at net, and then make sure that we were staying on top of our returns. Had to get a few breaks.
And in exhibition action, Bill Ackman partnered with Amir Delic for a very convincing win over Ludovic Walter and Jan Olsen. Ackman and Delic were both on point with their strong net and return games, winning straight sets 6-4, 6-4. So truly an exciting effort from both teams today at the Queen's Club, with Europe defeating America 7-3.
Well, Team Europe was victorious 7-3. However, Team USA did win a nice match with Bill Ackman and Amir Delic. You guys played pretty well out there. Tough competition. How do you like the way you played in the victory?
Better. Better. It was definitely, we finished on a good note there. After our defeat in doubles and Bill's team also lost in doubles, I think it was good to finish with a W there at the end.
First one was just a warm-up for you.
For sure. And always it's great to play with Amir. I always learn a lot. He's a terrific partner.
The courts were playing pretty well. I know it's different than the clay back home in New York, but it looked pretty nice out here at Queen's Club.
We can't use the courts as an excuse. It was a spectacular day. Incredible.
Yeah, courts were fantastic. The Europe team had an unbelievable organization here, so they did a great job setting everything up. Courts were fantastic. It's just they were a little too good for us today.
And what are you looking forward to 12 months from now with a rematch?
Maybe truer bounce, perhaps.
Yeah, my suggestion is already maybe get them out right after their spring season when it's still kind of chilly here. Get them out in Florida in the summer or early summer there, and try to get them out in some hot weather. So I think that's going to be an advantage for us.
Congrats on getting your victory, and thanks for everything and a great event.
Great day. Really fantastic.
Team USA falling 7-3, but they will be back next year as the Finance Cup continues. We'll be back with much more from London.
The Finance Cup not only sets forth world-class tennis on the courts, but also great camaraderie amongst both teams and priceless experiences. After competing on the historic Queen's Club courts, Team Europe and Team USA joined together at the prestigious 5 Hertford Street Supper Club and Lulu's Nightclub, the most exclusive private club in London. Team Europe co-captain Krister Gardell hosted both teams during this special dinner. Also, Team USA captain Jeffrey Appel was awarded with the Global Humanitarian Award in honor of how much he gives back and does to help the global tennis community. Team USA may have lost the 2016 Finance Cup, but they still made the most of the London experience. Teammates had seats to watch the Wimbledon men's final between Andy Murray and Milos Raonic before heading back home to America.
Team Europe taking care of business. A very impressive victory, 7-3 the final, a comeback after losing to Team USA last year. I'm with the captain of Team Europe, David Anving. What a win for you guys. You must be so proud of your team.
Yeah, unbelievable. I never thought we would win. I thought at best we would lose it would be 5-all and it would be a tie. So it was very surprising. I mean, all the close matches I thought we might have a chance, we kind of ended up winning. And I think the biggest surprise was John Doran and Tobias Hildebrand winning the first doubles in the midsection, so in straight sets. So incredibly impressive, and everyone thought hard, and yeah, very good.
What led to the victory out there?
I think, I mean, in the C, so the oldest section, we ended up winning 3 out of 4 there, and even at 1, Mario and Martin was pretty, close, which was impressive. And when we managed to squeak out two matches in the youngest section as well. So yeah, very, very impressive.
Really good quality. It looked like pro tennis out there. You have to be proud of your guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they fought hard. Amazing.
I mean, you can enjoy this now for about 12 months, but you have to go face them next year, and I know it's 1-all in the series, so tension is riding high in this friendly rivalry.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's also, there's definitely a home court advantage. Especially, I think, playing on grass here, it's not so easy for them, and I think some of our guys are pretty comfortable, especially the guys who live in the UK or Ireland, very comfortable on the grass, and I think some of their guys are probably, not as used to it. I think we just keep building on it, and we'll keep going for next year.
Well, congratulations to Team Europe. A great job here. We want to thank Jeff Appel as Jeff joins us. Jeff, a good event here, wasn't it?
Fantastic event. I want to congratulate my buddy David on a great recruitment, great group of guys, and great day. I mean, we just came on the wrong side of a few points, and I just want to congratulate them for a great day and great victory.
And this event's just getting better. It was a really fun time in London, wasn't it?
Always fun amongst friends, and the weather was great, the courts were great, and the level of tennis was great. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
I know, 12 months we'll see another one of these, right?
We sure will.
The rubber match.
In New York.
In New York. So that wraps it up from us here.
And not on grass courts.
And not on grass courts. That wraps things up here at the Queen's Club. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again with another Finance Cup.